The volume that we are going to present was published in the series of which I am the editor-in-chief, and the motto of that series is Modernity through the Prism of Jesuit History. And this volume is a perfect example how we can see Jesuit thinkers of 16th century in this case, and maybe in the early 17th century, right? How we can see them contributing to our better understanding of modernity. And what's interesting is that historians, right, many historians, many of my colleagues think that modernity starts with the Enlightenment, with the French Revolution and the Enlightenment, or the Enlightenment and the French Revolution. This volume, the contribution looking at the Spanish political thought, we are seeing something very interesting, that the beginning of that kind of modernity, right, is being moved earlier. And we are looking at the roots of modern way of speaking about especially political issues, but also social issues. But more political because the volume makes the connection to the British political thought, right? So what for the Enlightenment was the origin of the modern political thought, like John Locke, right, was the British political thought. And here we see that that British political thought built on Spanish political thought of the scholastic thinkers. So this is a very interesting move. And I think that now that we are in academia, we are overcoming that old black legend of Spain, where Spain, especially in British historiography, right, was portrayed as a place where nothing interesting could happen, right, or nothing new, nothing modern, right, and that was also the kind of rhetoric that permitted the American-Spanish War in late 19th century, right. So this kind of approach to Spanish contributions to scholarship had this very negative tradition, and fortunately now we are overcoming it, and we are seeing how the Spanish political thought and especially the contribution of Jesuit thinkers is an important part of how we can understand modernity. So again, modernity through the prism of Jesuit studies, modernity through the prism of Spanish political school, political thought of Suarez and many other important thinkers of the era.